Hey, I'm Nicole Garneau. I'm an artist here in Chicago. Sometimes I call myself a cultural worker. Basically a performing artist, but I also do things like research and teaching and healing.
I'm Erik Roldan, and I'm a DJ, and I go by DJ Erik Roldan. I work with the media, and I do a lot of community radio stuff with CHIRP, the Chicago Independent Radio Project. We met in the fall of 2006 when Nicole was performing in a dance theater piece that I had some friends involved with. And that's when we first met. We did not start working together until summer '08 when I was having a party at the Bijou Theater. Nicole performed at it, and that kind of started our working relationship.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that cemented it. Yeah. That was the start of the love story.
We had a party at a sex club.
Oh my God, it was so deep in that Bijou porn theater with the sex club.
I believe it was you that was like, Erik, I have a grant to do a sexy party. Let's have a party.
Yes.
And that's basically how it started.
Yeah. We got this grant from the Theater Offensive, and the Theater Offensive is a gay theater in Boston, queer theater in Boston, and they were giving out micro grants all over the United States to sort of like activate sort of queer performance all over the US as a part of a project that they were doing to mark 40 years since the Stonewall riots. We used it to throw a big performance party and kind of launch this thing that we called Northern Lights. And then we just said, we're going to do this party. We're going to do it once, and if we have fun with it, then we're going to talk about maybe we'll keep doing it. Like, we made no commitment. You know, the power of a little bit of support and funding is that kind of launched us into this thing of like, we were like, this is freaking totally fun. Let's do it every month. And then we've done it every month for a year, and it's become sort of self-sustaining, but it did really help us to have that boost.
We were kind of tossing around venue ideas and kind of figuring out where it would be best for a party. And Parlour had just opened. Nicole actually did the scouting, and she was like, you know, this place just opened, let me go check it out. From day one, Jennifer and Nikki, the owners, have been completely supportive and accommodating to our ideas. Having the venue just kind of nurture that, it was completely essential to motivating us to continue doing it.
Dude, we should write a mission statement. What's wrong with us? Why have we not done this yet? I don't know. What did we say? We wanted to have. We did have a mission statement. Weird and sexy party.
That's true.
Is that not what we said? We wanted to. That's our aesthetic. Weird and sexy, and friendly.
And completely encapsulating actually weird and actually sexy.
It's true. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to be weird, we're trying to be sexy, we're also trying to be really friendly, we're trying to be diverse in terms of like gender expressions and sexualities and ages.
Basically, you know, Nicole hosts the party, she curates the performance. I'm the DJ usually for the party. Then we'll have a queer performance to start. And that can be anything from drag,
dance, installation.
Yeah, we've had a durational performance.
Yeah.
After that portion is done, it'll be the dance party part where we just play music and people dance, and then we have the go-go gothic dancers. They stand here and they dance for tips, and everybody and anybody's welcome to do that as long as they dress goth. Last one that I DJ'd at, and Steve Nilica, he just took it to the next level. He performs as Joanna Cyber, and he came on stage and he said that he wanted to do a piece that was an homage to his relationship with food. And Steve is, you know, he just goes for it, right? And he had a burger in a styrofoam container. He had a Twinkie or two. At some point there was some ranch dressing that was involved. By the end of the performance, from throat to asshole, he was covered in food. I was repulsed in a very loving way, because I was thinking, God, like nowhere else could this happen but Northern Lights.
There's been so many awesome performances at Northern Lights. I mean, even from the first time, when Double DJ performed, and they performed 2 acts. They're so beautiful, and they're going to perform again in October. They're so gorgeous and fierce and everything. And
we switched from the last Wednesday of the month to now the last Saturday of the month. I really just want to emphasize the intentionality of being up here at Clark and Devon. I'm really interested in making sure that Northside folks have something cool to do up here, and they don't have to travel very far to get there.
We continue to want to present really interesting, weird, strange, sexy, queer performance works.
Leon Andrew Hensley is ASL Media. I don't know if he had just moved to Chicago, but basically he just started showing up to various dance parties in Chicago and just taking pictures, putting them online, and putting his logo on them. He just did it so consistently and so efficiently that he, at this point, he's very well recognized documentarian for nightlife here in Chicago. He takes pictures at all of our parties. It's ASL Media again, and that's at asl-media.com, I think.
How we document our culture is really, I think, an important thing, and I really didn't understand that before we started doing Northern Lights. I mean, I knew the value of a good photo, but doing Northern Lights and having Andrew there taking pictures, I think has really taught me something about how you invest in good documentation in terms of how you build marketing around an event. And you know what? I look good in Andrew's photos. Thank you, the Q.
Thank you, the
and
Q.
Thank you, Parlour. Mwah.